To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David, a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. I don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now we're setting up fourth down.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. That's caught. It's Williams. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity. There he goes. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Good, and it's 7-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside, and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll go with a direct snap. Breaks the tackle. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Aggies have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play to play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Street. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Offense changing the play. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Aggie! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll return it. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. This drive will open from the 15. They'll test the right side. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got him downfield. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The give is to Williams. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's got him wide open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Off-play action on 1st down. Looking for the score. Picked off to stop the threat.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand. Be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. The give to the back. Slithers into space. Going up for the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. Power football with the run. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. On the move. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Nowhere to go on down. He goes at the 39.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Dumps it off in the flats.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If the quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play, instead, no gain.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They'll try the left side. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Noles want to move quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Looking downfield on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. They'll run the screen. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Seminoles will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, no! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads it left. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Now, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Got it in the middle. It's Vasquez. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds the tight end. Got room at the 35. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Caught in the backfield, it's Vasquez. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Going for it all. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run it from the gun. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And he got just enough of that one. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Ernie on the Jets. He's at the top. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the Chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 28 to Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught over the middle. It's Vasquez. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Snap it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got a man. It's Street. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's got him. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Street. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Believe it or not, because of that checkdown throw, I think the play caller is going to be more aggressive as the game goes on because he knows his guy is going to make the right decisions when shot plays that are called aren't open deep down the field. It wasn't that last time. He did the right thing. Expect them to take more shots, knowing this quarterback right now is really making good reads.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And the Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you just pound it down their throat in 2nd down?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the hope.
Running free. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, man, it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out. Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Pressure coming. He's going to let it go. Snags it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Got his man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He's turning in the type of performance that will etch him alongside the Seminole legends.
He has been on fire. You got to find some way to slow this guy down, because right now he's getting what he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find them.
All kinds of room to the right. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something good.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the ground with the back. White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fix going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Looking to buy time. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Has to get there to move the sticks. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Fires to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working there. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw again. Right down the middle. It's caught. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Texas A&M going up tempo. They believe they can run right here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vasquez. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to pound it in.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown. Touchdown, Aggies! Fit it in the window for the score.
And the QB saw it right away. He knew it. As soon as he got that football, he got it in his hands. He loved his matchup, finding the big fella, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score.
38, Texas A&M, 24.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Final pass.